was off the bag, something that the human eye will not really pick up, where that slide across the base where they slide, they pop up, and they come off the base, and the ball, and they're still holding that tag on them. Well, in the old days, he's safe no matter what, unless he really came off the bag. But now that little hop, they have to stay on that bag now. And that's the difference of what instant replay is, to me, what I see now.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things within the game that is nuance.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of things, the rules written this way, but the neighborhood play is a great example of that. And nobody ever formally taught an umpire the neighborhood rule. And when I'm talking about second base, where they're turning a double play and the shortstop or second baseman never touches second base,
they straddle
it. Goes it to first, right?
Right.
Well, when I was working second base, my theory always was, if they're getting out of there to keep from getting hurt, I'll give it to them. If it's a bad throw that made them not touch the bag, I won't give it to them. That was kind of my rule, but nobody ever taught me that.
Right.
And the guy working second base tomorrow night may have a completely different rule. And so there are nuances like that in the game that are just understood. Everybody plays by the same rule. It's been tradition for 100 years. What replay has done to some degree is bring us back to the black and white of the rule book to some degree. And whether that's good or bad, it depends on if you're a purist or you're more contemporary, or, whether your team ever got hosed by one of those nuances. That's where you'll land.
Exactly. Completely understand. Well, hey, Gavin, that's going to wrap up our time here. But, hey, I appreciate you taking this phone call. Maybe we can do this again another time, another place. Man, anytime, David. It's an honor, and I appreciate it. And all you've done for me, man, the least I can do is hop on the phone. So you just let me know. Well, maybe next time we'll get you and Mike Bassick in here. How's that sound? And that's Believe it or not, Bassick and I get along incredibly well for a former player and a former umpire. Okay, well, we'll see about making that happen. And I know I've been bugging Mikey B for quite some time about it, but I know he has a busy schedule. And I know that wife of his really keeps him under control. So, no comment. No comment. Well, that's the comment I got from you, so that's the reason why I'm saying it. Hey, once again, this is Gavin Mitchell from the Gavin Mitchell Show. Thank you very much, Gavin, and we'll talk later. All right, guys, y'all be good. All right, thanks. Coming up next, we're going to go back to the NFL midseason report card. Stick around. Texas Rangers will return in just a few minutes.
Are you getting squeezed by the economic downturn? Hey, you were doing fine. Then, all of a sudden, you're having a tough time paying your family's credit card bills. Maybe you were downsized or even lost a job, but you still owe $10,000 or more in credit card bills. And you just can't afford the minimum payments anymore. We're here to help. We are the Genesis Debt Partners. We know the secrets to negotiate better terms with your creditors. Make a free 10-minute call right now and learn how we can help you get out of debt. 800-807-9767. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt and you want to learn how you can pay less and get out of debt faster, call right now. 800-807-9767. 800-807-9767. Get out of debt now. 800-807-9767.
Hey everybody, your pal Gavin Mitchell here from my friends at Texas Elite Landscape. We all have that embarrassing spot in our yard we just can't seem to get grass to grow. Or perhaps you're tired of pumping hundreds and thousands of dollars into your yard just to get it to turn green when the weather warms up. Or maybe the constant maintenance is just too much to bear. Well, my friends at Texas Elite Landscaping are the most respected synthetic grass installation specialist in North Texas. Locally owned and operated, they have installed over 1 million square feet of the highest quality grass made right here in the USA. And I know what you're thinking. Is it pet and child friendly? You bet it is. So whether you want your yard looking picture perfect year round, no matter what the season is, or perhaps you'd like a putting green in the backyard to keep your husband home on Saturdays, give my friends at Texas Elite Landscaping a call today. 214-298-7726. That's 214-298-7726. Or find them at TexasEliteLandscaping.com.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-824-3301. 800-824-3301. That's 800-824-3301. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
Boy, man, I had a rough night's sleep. Boy, I got a letter from the IRS yesterday, and I just couldn't sleep. Man, I'm dying here. Somebody help me. IRS problems affect more than just your finances. If you're ready to take back control of your life and you owe more than $10,000, you need to call the tax doctor. Their expert staff can immediately protect you from the IRS and state collectors and get you the best possible tax settlement guaranteed. The IRS has recently released new programs geared in helping struggling taxpayers, where you may qualify to settle your tax debt and wipe out up to 85% or more of what you currently owe. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call the tax doctor right now. See if you qualify to pay less. 800-631-9123. 800-631-9123. 800-631-9123. Again, 800-631-9123.
We're the Texas Strangers. We're glad to have you. Here's David Carson and Kirk Jones.
All right. Second time you got it right.
Nice.
All right.
Good order.
Good to go, Brad. But here's a great thing. We're going to toss it right back to Brad. I bet he didn't expect that at all. You have a game for us.
I do. ESPN recently, well, let's say the mothership recently released their weekly power rankings of NFL teams.
Okay.
And, of course, New England's number one, which I think is deserved, and my blue and silver Cowboys number two.
Okay. You're a Cowboys fan.
Yes.
Kirk.
Yeah, I mean, I'm weird about NFL football compared to other sports. I like the players, so I follow the players more. So if I like a player, I kind of jointly like the team.
Okay.
Like I was a big Phillip Rivers fan and big LaDainian Tomlinson fan. So I loved the Chargers for a long time.
Okay.
I still like them, but I'm kind of on the Cowboys right now. So I would say I'm a fan.
Well, I came up here one weekend and I saw you working, and you had a Zeke jersey
on.
on.
Love Zeke. I'm a Zeke guy.
Okay.
Ezekiel Elliott is my guy.
Okay, so was Zeke your guy at Ohio State?
He was. I liked him at Ohio State.
Even though earlier you said you were at Ohio
I know,
State.
and that's the thing. It depends on the player too. I hate Ohio State, but I will like a player even though I hate the team, because sometimes the team represents something other than the game.
Okay.
Like Ohio State to me, I mean, I don't know.
It's like my Oklahoma.
Right.
Okay.
They represent an
evilness,
a certain type of person, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And maybe I'm thinking about their fans as well. So, but I'll pick out a team that I don't like a school, and like a certain player. Like I'm a Ezekiel Elliott fan. I liked him at Ohio State, and I like him even more with the Cowboys.
Okay.
I can respect that.
So we're going into week 9, and this is when a lot of the teams that aren't so fortunate start looking at, why they weren't so fortunate this season. So I came up with a list of teams that have losing records as of now.
Okay.
And I'm going to post.
Are they losing record? Because me and Kirk haven't seen this. So are they losing records, or are they 500 records also?
They're all under 500.
All under 500. Okay.
So I will pose a question to you guys. I'll give you the team, the coach, and what season they're in.
Okay.
If it's like the first, second, third, whatever, and you guys can debate on, because I'm a big game fan, obviously, and I like it. Good game of Texas Hold'em.
All right.
So I entitled this "Hold or Fold."
Okay.
Are you going to hold on to the coach, or are you going to fold with him?
Okay.
Okay. So you guys ready for our first entrant here?
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay.
Fire away.
We have the 0-8 Cleveland Browns with Hugh Jackson in his first season. So do you let him go, in his first season, or after his first season, or at all?
I hold on to him just because of I mean, you're not giving these guys enough time. I mean, if you're just going to keep doing
Hugh
it.
Jackson. Yeah,
he was great with the Bengals when he was offensive coordinator. I mean, that team was loaded with talent, and he made him a playoff caliber team. He turned down the Giants to come play for the Browns.
The Browns.
Play, sorry.
Semantics.
Yeah. Right.
Continue. You're making a good point.
Right. He turned down the Giants, New York Giants. They have a Super Bowl winning quarterback, great city to coach in, great players. Odell Beckham, one of the best receivers. He turned that down to go to the Browns.
A better history than the current Cleveland Browns.
Right.
These
are the Ravens.
These aren't the old Cleveland.
Right.
These are the new Cleveland Browns.
Right.
Okay.
So I think that deserves some credit that he wants. Sounds like he is up for the challenge. And I like coaches that are maybe not exactly in their comfort zone for jobs. Like, yeah, obviously it would have been great to go to New York, but let's see how we can go out with the Browns because it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy.
He wants to make his own mark.
Exactly, and he could be known as the guy that turns around the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'd be a great head coach. You'd be known forever. I think I like that. Now I think they will give him time because they know they're going to be bad for the next 3 years probably. So I'd hold him.
Once I'm with you, also I would hold on to him also, and I would hold on to him for a little bit of a different reason. Week 1, he lost his starting quarterback.
Right.
Okay. RG3 went down right away. Then
Baylor guy.
Yeah, a Baylor guy.
Your favorite.
He turned around and went out really fast. The next thing, Cleveland had 7 people take a snap at the quarterback position.
Was it 7? I thought it was 6 last time I saw.
Well, see, we're not going to include Terrell Pryor.
Right, yes.
So
yes,
that's where
yes.
you get the 7 from.
Right.
It's 6 quarterbacks, but you put the 7, and you could also
RG3, Kessler,
you can,
all these
if
guys.
they go into the Wildcat formation.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I'm not going.
He's
into
not
that
a quarterback anymore. He took one snap.
He is a monster, though.
So
I will say that.
So you have 7 different would be quarterbacks. I still kind of throw Terrell Pryor as a quarterback, even though he's playing a wide receiver.
And they just made the trade for Jamie Collins, which is a very underrated move.
We'll get into that one later on because I think that's very sneaky. So Hugh Jackson, we're holding on to.
Hold on, yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to move on to another coach in his first season, ironically. The 1-6 San Francisco 49ers with your boy Chip Kelly at the helm. Are you holding or folding?
I'm going to fold.
I think fold after his first season?
I don't think it's going to be up to management. I think it's going to be him. I think he's going to I think it just didn't work out in NFL for him. I think he's going to say, look, potentially USC job open, potential Texas job open, potential Oregon job open. You know, the Oregon's really down this year.
Do you think he's going to give up on the NFL that quickly?
I mean, the 49ers are bad. They're going to be in the top 3 in the draft, and it's going to be tough to win there. I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot of guys. The management there is not good.
It's not built to win. Right?
It's not.
They had so many injuries and so many not injuries, but so many retirements. In
they did
that short span. I think it just devastated them. So they need time to build their roster back up.
Yeah, and that's true. And he might not. If I was him, I guess if I'm thinking of perspective from management, I'd probably hold on to him, but I don't think he's going to be there. I think he's going to fold himself and go back to college just because he had so much success there. And
there's so many big programs that are open.
Yeah, there's going to be some jobs that are open, including Oregon, where he made his name.
Exactly.
I expect him to stay on for a season or 2, but I do expect him to go back to college. And it goes back to the famous quote that Nick Saban says. He said it once. I probably said it more than once. But when it comes to recruiting, you can get 7 first-round draft picks.
Exactly.
But in NFL, you only get one NFL draft pick.
You can build your team more quickly in college.
And I think with Chip Kelly, too, he likes the difference between college and NFL. You can control college players. You can say, hey, go do that, and he's going to listen to you.
Right.
You tell an NFL player that, he's going to laugh at you and flip you off. And like, I'm an adult. I'll just give you $1 million. I don't care. Like, it's just, I think Chip Kelly wants control. Because remember when he was at the Eagles, he wanted control and he failed. And that's why he was out in Philadelphia.
Exactly. I've never been a very big Chip Kelly fan in the NFL. Now his offenses in college is just unbelievable.
Right.
His offense works in college, but not so much in the NFL.
So, but I don't believe he'll ever, because of the Oregon aspect of how he does things. I don't think he'll ever
You're
win.
just drinking the Oregon Haterade today.
Yeah.
You're stirring it up and sipping on it.
No, I'm pouring it on the ground. I'm pouring it on the ground.